Alrighty, the audio's fine. I'll do the intro one more time. What is up, guys? We are going to be doing a long overdue what I read since the last what I read, which was back in April, I think. I'm actually gonna fact check 1 second. Actually, I could just cut this out. Isa cut. I have my laptop out because now I started filming videos on my phone. Even though I don't really love the way I look, it's a little too clear for my liking, but we gotta rock with it. Lean with it, rock with it. Sorry, guys. I don't want to turn the overhead light on because I want to... Is there a way to angle this where you can see? Oh my god, wait, so much cuter. Okay. Yeah, my last April reads was in my last what have I read was in April, and it is currently the last, no, just kidding, it is not the last day of July, but it is about to be the last day of July. So yeah, that's wow, I'm gonna have to do a lot of editing already because I suck at talking. I can't do two things at once, one moment. Okay, I have just realized, I just went through my video and I realized the last book, it's crazy because the book I'm about to tell you feels like I read it years ago, is Heartless by Marissa Mayer? Stephanie Meyer? Maybe it's Myers. Marissa Meyer. This is what we got. Wait, oh my gosh, wait, let's see if I learned how to edit. Put the book right there. Boom. All right, like I said, the last video I ended literally saying that I was going to do this more often so the next video wouldn't be so long. I literally lied to your face. Yeah, I haven't done this in 3 months and I have read a good chunk of books, but I low-key think I'll know how to talk about them. I think all I'm basically gonna go through is I'll skip over boring ones. I will give a rating like on a scale of I hate it to I love it, and I love it. And then we'll just kind of see where we're going. I'll kind of update you on how my reading has been, what I'm thinking. I think certain books I probably won't talk about because I want to talk more about them in their own video, but we will see. I hope this setup looks okay, and if you don't like it, I'm sorry. Anyways, once again, welcome, and I hope this is about to be a fun time. So we're starting out our review with, let's see if it works. I don't think I know how to do that, but we'll see. We're starting our review off with Heartless by Marissa Mayer. We'll see. It was a really good book. I would give this book 5 stars. I really loved it. I had a lot of fun reading it. I had no idea what I was getting myself into before I started it. The way I got it recommended to me, which I do think is a good thing to incorporate in this video, is how I get my books recommended to me. So there's this artist on Instagram. I do not know their name. If I can, I'll enter it right here. And they do these little comics about the queen and a court jest or court joker, the silly clown guy. Anyways, so they make videos about their dynamic, and I saw this book recommended under. And I am telling you something, I really do not read the back of a book. Since I've been reading so much, I'm genuinely just like, did this person say it was good? I'll just give it a read. We'll see. Maybe I'll get like a little gist, but it's usually like a trope or a genre recommendation, kind of, where somebody was like, hey, it's the queen and a jest, and I was like, I'll take it. I don't even think I read the back of the book, but it's kind of about, it's like Wonderland-esque. I guess it's like a retelling kind, not really retelling, it's, I don't know the word, I don't care. But it's really fun. It's about Catherine, which is the Queen of Hearts, but it's before all that stuff happens, and kind of like what drives her to that point, and also what drives other characters in Wonderland to the points that they're driven to. Okay, sorry. Anyways, yeah, that was that book. I really liked it. It broke my heart. I don't want to give spoilers, but I cried a lot, and I don't know why I was expecting certain things that I was. So live, laugh, love. Then I read, I think the books that I have I do want to show. So I read volume 15 and 16. 15 and 16 of The Promised Neverland. I have already read this manga before, of course, but I'm rereading it. I think it's really getting me through the year too. When I get in like a reading slump, or if I get like behind on my goal and I like kind of get scared about it, I'll be like, let's just read another volume. And I honestly hadn't read, you'll see a big break, because I probably read these at the end of April, and I just read 17 like in the last week. So yeah, I read 15 and 16, super fun, love the manga, super great. Then I actually have it, one second. I read Breathe Annie Breathe. My cousin did an Ironman at the beginning of May, and this book is about running a marathon. And I was like, hey, we all traveled, we drove up to Destin, and I was basically like, might as well read a book about running a marathon if you're, or about running a race if you're gonna run a race. So I read this while we were in Destin. I finished it while we were in Destin. I liked it a lot. I have read this book before. I'll always give this book 5 stars because it feels so movie-esque. Like, genuinely, it feels so movie. Like, there are scenes that are just perfectly written for, like, it just, I can just see it in my brain. I think the last video I posted, I talked about how when I'm reading, I really do feel like there are memories that I have. And that's really how I felt about this book. So I just reread it. It was fun, good time, love it. Then apparently I did read volume 17 of The Promised Neverland. It's actually so hot. I'm not doing this. Oh my god. I did read volume 17 of The Promised Neverland. Love it, love it, love it. Just got a little bit ahead on my reading goal. Just to fall back behind. I think I might be literally cooked, but I don't care. Okay. I then read the second Aristotle and Dante dive into the waters of the world. Boom, we'll put it right there. Oh, should I move a little bit then? Give her some room. I really loved it. I was kind of scared because I know the books came out with like they came out like 10 years apart. They came out like a fat chunk apart. So I was really scared, and I was like, ooh, spoilers, they're together now. I'm kind of scared. I wonder where this is going to go. Like, and it was genuinely so, oh my god, I'm gonna cry. It was so beautiful. I really love this book, and I love Dante like as a character so much. I think I talked a lot, or maybe I did, I don't remember. I think I talked about how I don't really read a ton of books in like guys' perspectives, or not that I don't, I just haven't. And it was just so beautiful. Like, I don't know, seeing all the things he went through and the way he thought, and like the way he thought about himself was just so good. And if you cannot tell, I really, really love this little like series. It's only 2, but I really love it. I like how they kind of talked about like the AIDS crisis in the 80s and stuff like that, and just navigating the world when you know, like the first book was kind of, oh my gosh, am I gay? And the second book is like, I'm gay, what do I do now? And it was just beautiful. I loved it. 10 out of 10. I loved it. Then I read my first Ali Hazelwood book. Now I watched Meredith Meredith Novako. I watched her review Mate, which is the second in like the, I guess it's a series, I don't really know. Ooh, sorry, changing lighting. I watched her review Mate because I was like, oh, I'm probably not gonna read this, but she didn't spoil Bride, and I didn't really like what she had to say about Mate, or like she didn't have a lot of good things to say about Mate, and while listening to the plot, I was like, I don't think I'd be into this either. But she really liked Bride, and I kind of just wanted to see what it was like. So I read Bride by Ali Hazelwood. I liked it. I would give it like a 4 stars. I liked it. There were certain parts that I didn't like, but it wasn't that big of a deal for me. It was a fun read. I had a good time, and it introduced me to Ali Hazelwood, which we're gonna talk about later, because I think these past like 3 months I really have gotten into like, oh, like before I wouldn't read Ali Hazelwood. I'd never read Emily Henry. I read my first Emily Henry book. I read my first Ali Hazelwood book. Spoilers, I started reading Red Rising. Like, it's a whole entire thing. So yeah, it was just fun, like diving into this whole thing that I feel like I'm finally on the trend. Everybody was doing it and now I'm doing it, and I liked it. It was a pretty good book. I'll give it like 4, maybe 3.5. It wasn't my favorite thing ever, but it wasn't bad. I enjoyed it. It was tea. Then I read Sorcery of Thorns by Margaret Rogerson, and I just wanted like one fantasy book. I don't really want a series. I just wanted one little book. It was fun. I liked it. It was cute. This book I definitely went from audiobook to regular, I think, because I was like doing a project or something like that, and I was just listening to it sometimes. But I think only for the beginning, like the second half entirely, or like probably the first quarter was maybe audiobook and the rest was all reading, because I really ate it up. It was fun. It was cute. It had me like, I'll give it a 1 second. Alrighty, when rating books, I have a lot of trouble being like 5-star. What does that mean? So I pulled up a description. So I would say I like Kathy's 5-star rating system, which is the first one that comes up when you search like a 5-star thing. So I would give this book 4 stars. I really liked it, and I would recommend it if you wanted something like it. If you just want a nice like cozy fantasy read, it was just fun. I had a good time. But yeah, I don't remember when I read that. Well, these are all in order, so probably sometime in May. But yeah, I read it. I liked it. It was fun. It was a good rec. And then I should probably tell you what that book's about. All right, that book is about a girl who is I don't even know. It's just fun. The world was fun. If you like, honestly, I like book recommendations where you don't tell me what the book is about. So I feel like that's low-key how I give book recommendations. Like, don't spoil the plot. Like, if I find out, like, you know, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like if somebody, we'll actually talk about that later. But yeah, I'm just gonna give you like a gist of like a vibe. If you like fun world building where it's like interesting things, like why do the books talk? That was so much fun. I think that's what I really liked about Heartless. I really liked the writing where it was like fun, and I really felt like I was in Wonderland. It wasn't like a regular person describing it to me. It was like the goofs and the gaffs and the goofs and the gaffs. So I really liked it, and I really liked Sorcerer of Thorns. So if you like goofy lala and you like talking books, maybe give it a read. It was pretty fun. Then, ooh, girl. Okay, then I read Suicide Notes by Michael Thompson Ford. I would give this book, I read this book back in probably like when I first started reading, and I remember liking it. I remember being like, whoa. I would give this book a 3.5 star. I think before I gave it a 4, like in my head, I gave it a really liked it, and I'd be recommending it. I think I had my sister read this. I do remember. I would give it a 3.5 star now. This book is pretty good, but I think I did want a little bit more from it, or a little bit of something. It is about this guy who wakes up in a mental hospital, and he's kind of like, y'all are all crazy. I'm literally the only normal one here. I shouldn't be here. And you kind of don't know what he's in for, and well, you know what he's in for, but not why he's in for it. I don't know why I said that. It was fun. I'm not fun. It's not fun. It's interesting. I really feel like I don't have a lot to say about this book. I don't really like talking bad about books, and it was just, you know, I like this book. I'll give it a 3 stars. I like this book. It's chill. Yeah, I do think I'm kind of in an era of like picking up books that maybe, I don't know, like I feel like I'm reading so much for the first time that I'm really picking like from everything that I feel like, I don't know if I'm literally everywhere. Reading for me has always felt like a catch-up game because I did not read in elementary school or middle school. I didn't read the Hunger Games till high school. I haven't been reading specific books, so like I feel like when people are like, that's what you're reading and you're in college, and it's like, yes, I'm catching up. Like, I'm just reading what I never got to read, or what I never did read. Not that I never got to, I didn't like reading. And then kind of right now, like this was definitely a part of like, ooh, you liked that when you first started reading, what would you think about it now that you, I think I personally have like I expect more from books now, you know, or less, who knows. But yeah, it was just, it wasn't as good as I remember when I first read it, but it wasn't bad. It was there. It was there. I think some books in this category that I really want to read again are Backwards, which I have like all the way at the top of my bookshelf. I really want to reread Backwards. I want to reread Hate List. Yeah, we'll see where that goes. Alrighty guys, and guess what I did? The next book I read. I have it, I know I have it. I finally read a classic. Now I have read Romeo and Juliet. I've read the beginning of Hamlet. I never finished it, but I haven't read that many classics. So I read The Great Gatsby. It took me like a month because I did drop it for a second there. But yeah, I don't know if there's a word for when you listen to the audiobook and read at the same time, but that's what I do with books that I feel it will take me longer to read, but I won't comprehend just listening to the audiobook. So whatever that's called, I did it. I liked it. I'd give it a 3 stars. Sorry. Literally, if somebody comes up in here and they shoot me dead for what I just said, I'm sorry. I'd give it a 3.5 stars. It was pretty good. I wanted more, but I think maybe either I just don't understand or I'm just not the audience for it. But it was fun. I think by the end, I think like when that happens, spoilers for The Great Gatsby. I think when that happened, I was outside my class about to go in and I was like, I need to finish this. And I think I finished it that day. I know that's towards the end, but still. It was a pretty short book, but it did take me a bit to read. I was reading like 1 chapter a day because it was just heavy. And if you think I'm stupid for that, I don't care. Maybe I do care a little bit. But yeah, it was fun. I had no idea what this was about. I knew it was about, ooh, my foot fell asleep. I knew it was about some guy named Gatsby and that he was super into Daisy. I thought the main character was Gatsby, and when he said Daisy was his cousin, I was like, what? But no, it was fun. I enjoyed it. I don't really have anything bad to say, but I don't have anything exceptionally good to say either. So I read it, boom. Alrighty. After that, I don't want to say after that because I want to say a couple of these books were in the middle of me reading The Great Gatsby. But next on my list, I have Check and Mate by Ali Hazelwood again. As you can see, I don't really own a lot of these books. Comment down below how much money you would send me to buy books. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I read Check and Mate by Ali Hazelwood. My little sister recommended it to me, and well, she had read it, told me the plot. I low-key forgot it, and then I watched, I'll search up her name right now. I watched Lexi, aka Newly Nova. She did a video on like, not the perfect book boyfriend, but oh, she did a book on like good romances and stuff like that. I don't remember the name of the video, but she had like a list of things that needed to be right with the book or with the romance or with the male main character or the lady main character or whatever. And I like completely agreed with her. It's so easy to make a likable man. Actually, is it? I'm just kidding. But I felt the exact same way as her, and she put this book on there and it just gave cute, it gave fun. So I read it in one day. I really liked it. I ate it up. It made me go, I need to read more Ali Hazelwood. Yes, I'd give it I can't give everything a 5-star because, okay, my 5-star is like, I have nothing bad to say about the book. My 6-star is this changed my life and I love it. So that goes in my 5-star. It didn't change my life, but I really did like the book. It was super fun. I don't think I've said any 5-star. Oh, 6-star read Aristotle and Dante. Boom. I love Aristotle and Dante. I actually give them a 5.5. 6-star is something different in my head, but I really do love that. After check-in mate. I read, drumroll please, Six of Crows by Leah Bardugo. Yeah, I read Six of Crows. I loved it so much. It was so good. Like, it was everything that everyone said it was going to be. I think I think there's some point in this lineup that you're gonna see that I was like, I just need to read romance, like contemporary romance. I no more fantasy. And I think I kind of realized really quickly that that's not what I wanted. I love a romance B plot, or even C. I'll take C, but or like, I don't know, when it's like together, I think a main romance is good, but I really do like the element of like other stuff. And I think those other things and like the other complications that come with that just add so much to a story. And if you don't get what I'm talking about Six of Crows. And just, I really liked it. It was really fun. If you like a found family type vibe, if you like a heist, if you like, not fantasy, does it count as fantasy? I don't know. Yes, there's magic. If you like fantasy, found family, if you like a heist, if you like morally gray characters that are not morally gray in your heart because they're perfect, read Six of Crows. It was really fun. I read the first one, immediately picked up the second one from my school library, which they fucking closed down. Don't even get me started on this. Whatever. But yeah, I really liked it. It was really fun. I picked up Crooked Kingdom. I read that on a cruise, and there's like parts in Crooked Kingdom where they're on a ship, and I just remember being like, wow, when you go on a beach vacation, read a beach read. When you go on a cruise, read a book about a voyage. Like, you gotta be on a ship. Recommendations: Crooked Kingdom, which is the second of the Six of Crows series. There's only 2. Or you could read, it's all the way out there, you could, don't read this book on a cruise. I'm so stupid, I'm cracking myself up. Read Sea Sparrow by, I don't remember her name, but it's the 5th book in the Graceling series. Read that on a cruise, see what happens. Okay. But yeah, I really like Crooked Kingdom. I like Six of Crows. My rating for Six of Crows is a 5-star. I really loved it. It was super fun. I think I recommended it to my older sister, Alex. I was like, I think you'd like it. It gives fun. It gives video game, but if you were reading the video game instead of playing it. But yeah, I had a good time. It was fun. And I really liked it. I really liked it. I've been drawing the characters. Like, the characters were like taking up my mind. I was drawing them in my notebook, like in math class. I just had like a whole lineup of them. It was crazy. Anyways, read it. It was fun. I really liked it. Then, if you remember Sorcerer of Thorns, there's like a little mini like book. I don't have it. I don't have any of these fucking books. But there's like a little mini book. It's like 150 pages. It's like, I don't know if it counts as a novella. It's called Mysteries of Thorn Manor. And it's kind of just like oh, after the book, did you miss the characters? This is some fun stuff they're up to. And I really enjoyed it. It was really fun. It was good. It wasn't life-changing, but I don't think it was supposed to be. So I give it a no complaints out of 10. That's all I'm gonna say. It was fun. Just a short little read. I read it after the cruise. Then I read my first Emily Henry book. I read People We Meet on Vacation. No, I wasn't on vacation. Okay. I read People We Meet on Vacation. I think I read it in like 2 days. I really liked it. It was a lot of fun. So much fun. It just made me be like, oh my god. Like, this, like, I was reading a lot of fantasy. I went Six of Crows, Thorn Manor, whatever. Okay, not really that much fantasy, but I was reading a good amount of fantasy. So I read People We Meet on Vacation, and it made me be like, oh, I need all of her books from the library. So I ordered Book Lovers, I ordered Beach Read, I ordered Happy Place and Funny Story, and not Happy Place. My friend is gonna let me borrow that one. and Great Big Beautiful Life. We'll get to what I read so far, but I really like People We Meet on Vacation. No complaints out of 10. Loved it. It was fun. Friends to Lovers, Vacation, but also like the anxiety of everything going fucking wrong that I was like, stop. Friends to Lovers makes me angry because just kiss. Just kiss, bro. I liked it. It was fun. I ordered all the other books from the library. That book, however, my friend let me borrow. So she also better let me borrow Happy Place. Okay. Now we're gonna get serious. I read Shatter Me. I didn't like it. I read this because I was like, oh, everybody loves this book. I got this book for my birthday from my cousin's girlfriend. Heart, I love you. Don't let this review mean anything on our friendship. Saranghae. My little sister likes this series. She likes this series. Everyone on the freaking book talk world of the world loves this series. So I was like, low-key, like, I feel like this is about to eat. This book. I was like this much in and I was like, what are we reading? Oh, I was like this much in and I was like, what are we reading? Then I got this much in and I was like, what are we reading? What are we reading? What are we reading? Okay, it's picking up. It's picking up. It's picking up. I'd give this book, I would DNF if I didn't know people who read the book and liked it. Yeah, I don't think I would have finished this book if I didn't have a reading goal and know people who liked this book. I just didn't F with it. I know, spoilers if you care. I haven't read the second one. I've had it for a bit and I read this maybe like a month or two ago. I know that like the main guy that's introduced at first is not the guy. And I can't tell if the author already knew that, so she didn't care to make the first romance believable, or if she made the first romance not believable to make room for us to love the second guy later. But no matter which one it is, it was bad. I was like, why are we immediately, what is this instant love? I did not fuck with it. Sorry for cursing. I just did not F with it. It picked up like here this much and I was like, ooh, like wait, there's other people, like I'm kind of interested, this is fun, but not that fun. Like it went from like a 1-star to a 2-star. What's 2-star? I give it a 2.5 star because 2-star is meh, is not an enjoyable read, and 2.5 is meh, didn't really like it, wouldn't recommend, but it was okay. That's how I feel about this book. I told my little sister and she was like, yeah, it doesn't really get good till the 3rd book. What the fuck? And I told my cousin's girlfriend, she was like, really? And I was like, I'm gonna keep reading. I am going to keep reading, but I did not F with this. And I know that it's a long series too, so I'm gonna give book 2 a try, maybe book 3, but if it don't pick up, I'm dropping that hoe. So yeah. Then after that, I read that book because I thought it was gonna be short, easy read, so that it would like pick up. It set me back on my reading goal, so I had to read something quick. I read Othello. I wanted to do another classic. I'm trying to keep up with this classic bit. So I read, oh, I didn't read one. I think I did. No, I didn't. I don't think I read one in July. That's bad. Well, I'm about to finish The Red Rising, or I'm about to finish Golden Sun. So I should probably, I'm trying to think. Okay, we'll get back to that later. I haven't read a classic for July, which is not good. But in June, I did read Othello. It was fun. I don't know if you know what No Fear versions are. It has the original text over here, the Shakespeare, and then here's like a kind of like easier to read translation because Shakespearean English is not my first language, and I like to read to understand a story, not to sit there in confusion and want to cry and reread the same page over and over again. So I do like, if I wasn't in such a rush, I would probably take more time with it, but I do like reading the translated and then reading the Shakespeare and being able to understand, which is really fun. But yeah, I really liked it. Story of jealousy and how you never really know who the real ops are. My mama gonna, okay. Yeah, you never really know who the real ops are, so keep your friends close and your ops even farther. I just remember reading this and being like, Othello, my brother in Christ, lock the fuck in. I was genuinely reading this book like, Othello, calm down. He'd be like, bro, I would never believe that. Put it that bitch in a yeah, just a story of jealousy, love, but like love, kind of, mostly a story of jealousy. I liked it though, it was fun. Yeah, I liked it. Out of, okay, the 2 Shakespeare plays that I have read are Romeo and Juliet and Othello. I have not read Hamlet. I never finished Hamlet, so I will probably read it this year. And A Midsummer Night's Dream I started, but I never finished, even though I was really, really liking it. But yeah, so far I do just like Romeo and Juliet. Like the razors. I do like Romeo and Juliet. Sorry, I'm basic, but I don't really care. But yeah, that's where I'm at. Super fun. Yeah, Othello. Okay, after that I read my second Emily Henry book. It came in the it came in the library, and I read People We Meet on Vacation. Then I read I'm sorry. Then I read Shatter Me and was like, ugh. So I read Othello to catch up. I liked Othello, but when Book Lovers came in the mail, I was like, this is about to hit. And it fucking did. I liked it. I liked it a lot. It was fun. It was just a good time. I give it a no complaints out of 10. It was just a good time. If you like, you know, I really like the main character. Actually, I love when, I don't know, when things are, they're not just, she's that bitch. Like, she really is. I'm sorry, she is that bitch, and she knows she's that bitch. And bitch. She's just that girl, and I love it. She is like who you break up with for that small town farm ranch romance. And I really loved that the love interest loved that about her. And I feel like it was like a thing that she thought she knew about herself, and he kind of just, no spoilers obviously, but I liked it. It was fun, it was good. No spoilers, it's a romance book, boy. But yeah, I had a good time. It was fun. You should read it if you're into that. Oh, sorry, the lighting is low-key buns, but I don't care. Then after reading Book Lovers, life hack for you baddies on a budget: if a book is popular and you want to read it, go to TJ Maxx or Marshalls. They have a book section and the books are like half off. It's way better. So I bought Saving 6. I've read Binding and Keeping at the beginning of this year, actually. So I finally started Saving 6. I bought the book. I gave it to my sister as a gift because she has all the other ones, or not all of them. She has a good amount of them. Anyways, I read Saving 6. It was fun. I give it a, I did have complaints about this book. I give it a 3.5 stars out of 10. I kind of knew not where the story was going, but I think since it was like told in the past, not a lot was happening. Like, yes, things were happening, drugs, but like, I don't know, I wanted more and I didn't get it. But yeah, move on from that. Then I read my second Ali Hazelwood book. I really liked this book. It was a lot of fun. I loved this. Can you tell I liked this book? Okay, I read Love on the Brain by Ali Hazelwood. I really Okay, sorry. I really liked this book. It was so much fun. Also, it's like an enemies to lovers, but I don't really count it as enemies. Enemies is, I feel like I haven't read an enemies to lovers yet, a real one. But yeah, it's like rivals. Not really. It's like an ops to lovers. Instead of enemies to lovers, it is ops to lovers. Ops to lovers is like where that's your op, but like, do you really hate them? Like, would you kill them if you could? No. So yeah, ops to lovers. I really loved like the science of it all. I loved whenever they were talking about the project, about making the helmet for astronauts. I'm not a neuroscientist. I don't know anything about science except for physics, but I'm not a science, biology, brain psychology person. I'm a math, physics, math person. So it was just cool seeing a book. I know that's kind of what she writes about. Like, I know Love on the Brain is two scientists as well, so I probably will pick that up before the movie comes out. But I loved this book so much. I loved the plot. If I'm being honest with you, I just loved the idea of the characters being people who I would like to become. I do want to get my PhD in math, and it was just, or in something. I'm currently in math right now, so I'm in math. I'm in the quadratic equation. I'm in the party. I'm in the radical. Okay, but yeah, I really liked it. It was a lot of fun. I think most of like the YA romance, not YA, most of the romance books, like any books with romance, have always been with like younger people. You know, obviously when I was in my teens, I'm not a teenager anymore. When I was in my teens, it was about teenagers. Usually like the oldest I've gone is like 20s, college. But yeah, I think the Emily Henry books have been like my first 30-year-olds, and Ali Hazelwood also writes about 30-year-olds. So, and I don't want to say I feel closer to 30 than I do to my teens, because I'm not. But I do, you know, I'm not in high school anymore, and I'm kind of going towards those goals. So it was just really fun. It was really cool. I really enjoyed it, and you should read it. I loved it. I honestly kind of wish that they focused more on I know it's a romance, so they're not going to, but I kind of, oh my god, my hair is so chopped right now. I kind of wish they talked more about like the science and the helmet and stuff like that. If I could find like an in-between of them, I would F with that so hard. I need it. Alrighty. Guess what I read next? Love on the Brain. Sorry. Can I like cut somewhere in there? Love on the Brain. I give it 6 stars just because I really liked it, and it kind of opened me up to a new world of things that I like. Yeah. Guys, we have finally made it. We have finally made it. Oh my god. That was so scary. I read Red Rising. I read Red Rising. Do you get it? It's okay. I read Red Rising. This is the book I'm currently bedazzling the cover of. I love it. I read Red Rising. It was good. I had a good time. I finally read Red Rising. I was on the library wait list for like a month and a half, and then I saw it at TJ Maxx for $9, so I bought it. Now I'm bedazzling it because the book, I accidentally bent it. I don't know if you can see. So bedazzling it kind of covers that. I really liked it. This is what's it? Science fiction. I can't say sci-fi. Sci-fi, think space, think there's like a caste system of colors, and our main character Darrow is a red, which is the lowest caste. I don't want to say anything else besides that, because if you say anything else besides that, it's just a spoiler, and I don't really like. I didn't know nothing about this book before going in. I knew space. I don't even think I knew the colors thing. I just knew space and that everybody was into it, so I gave it a read. I give this book I think I'll allow myself to give this a 5 star. I give it a no complaints out of 10. I really liked it. It was fun. Yeah, it was just, I'll tell you how I feel about it. Oh, okay. Cool. What? Double what? What are we doing? How are we doing it? Oh my gosh, we're doing it. Okay. That's how I felt about it. It just kept getting better. I'm currently reading Golden Sun. I didn't want to do this video until I finished Golden Sun, but then I couldn't sleep tonight, so I did it. Currently reading Golden Sun from the library, and I feel like these books, you don't know you're into it until you're almost done with it. Like, I started and I was like, okay, like, yeah, I'm a good time. Okay. It wasn't like I started and was like, no. I was like, okay. And then by like the time I was finished, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm more invested in this and I like it more than I thought I did. It's like my like for it just like pops up. I'm not gonna say it, but I don't know. Just anyways, I really liked it. It was fun. I bought a copy for my cousin. You better read it. Yeah, I'm really liking it. I started the second book and we'll kind of get to how I feel about that later, but I don't really want to talk too much about it because I think I would like to make another video on the series, even though that's kind of like a death wish. Then I read A Beach Read by Emily Henry. I read Beach Read by Emily Henry. I am going to give this book a I'm disappointed out of 10. I think I would give this book I'd give this book a 2 or 3 stars out of 10. I think if I didn't have a reading goal, I would have not finished it. It wasn't bad. It was just, I didn't get anything out of it. I know a lot of people like this. Meredith Navako? I think that's right. Meredith, I love you dearly. Like, so parasocially, so I love you. Everything you say, like, everything that comes out of your mouth, like, it's just like, it's like, yes, keep talking. I love your book analysis. I love everything. And I follow you on Goodreads. So I read this book. I didn't like it. I don't want to say I was in the wrong headspace for it because I really don't think I was. I was like really wanting to read Red Rising, like the second book. I finished the first book and I hadn't ordered the second book in time. It took like 2 weeks to get here. So these are kind of the books in between. Yeah, I didn't like it. I think I wouldn't have finished it. I literally had to like just listen to it on audiobook, and then I used up all my freaking audiobook hours. I was so angry. But yeah, I didn't like it, but that's okay. It wasn't bad, just not my cup of tea for, I guess, where I was already. Then I'm gonna tell you something right now. I don't know how I got this book. I don't know who recommended it. I don't know how I got it so quickly. I got this book from the library, I want to say July 10th, which means I had to have ordered it at least 2 weeks before, because my books take probably like 2 weeks to get from the library, which means I ordered this book somewhere around the end of June. This book was published on June 30th. I don't know how I got this book recommended. I don't even think anybody had read the book when I got it recommended. I don't know how I got it so quickly from my library. I'm probably the first person to get that book because I also got a very fancy cover. It was really fun. I liked it. It's like a standalone. That's what it's called. It's a standalone fantasy about, it's kind of, it's like a sports, it's like all of the trigger words. Like, you know when like you have a dog and you say like all the words they like at the same time in like one sentence? That is this book, but for, I want to say for me, but for like anybody. It was really interesting. Enemies to lovers. I think the book used slow burn. We'll use it. Enemies to lovers, slow burn, sports romance, fantasy. I swear there's something else in there, but there's not. Yeah, it was really fun. I liked it. If you like all those things, if you like fantasy, if you like, there's like different types of fantasy. So I would give this fantasy, Irish people fantasy. doesn't take place in Ireland, but the main character's Scottish, and I'm pretty sure the guy is like English, maybe Irish. I don't know actually. It's just European. I'm a simple American. I eat cheeseburgers. Yeah, but it was fun. I was just really in shock at how like the book was mentioning it was like May 2026, and I was like, that was just now. When did this book come out? And when I realized it had like come out like way more recent than I thought, I was like, dang, okay. But yeah, I really liked it. It was fun. I would give it a no complaints out of 10. I had a good time. It was fun. I recommended it to my little sister because I was explaining everything to her, but she doesn't read any fantasy, so I was like, maybe this will get you into it. But yeah, then I read volume 18 of The Promised Neverland. I think I was in the middle. I was like, I don't know what I want to read. I don't know what I want to do. And so I just caught up on my reading goal with this book. It was fun. I've been like really stretching this out because I don't want to finish because I love this, like, the world. But yeah, that's where I'm at. I read that book. It was fun. It was good. Then I read, let me get it for you. Well, guys, if that ain't awkward, I don't know what is. My phone just fell, so the angle probably changed. All right, it'll be fine. Well, I went to go see the Odyssey. I wanted to read the Odyssey before I saw the Odyssey, but I definitely was not going to get Emily Wilson's. Is it Emily Wilson's? I wasn't going to get her translation in time, and I wasn't going to buy it. Porque dinero, pero now I really want to buy it. So I watched Epic the Musical, and we're going to slide past that. We're going to go, whoosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're just gonna cross past that. I don't really want to talk about Epic the Musical right now because this video will be 4 more hours long and we're already at the 50-minute mark. So I kind of just got into my Greek mythology verse again, and Circe's in the Odyssey. And when we're talking about Circe, we're talking about Madeline Miller, and when we're talking about Madeline Miller, we're talking about the Papa of all Papas, Song of Achilles. This book is a 6-star read for me. This time I annotated it, which was fun. You would think I'm still in the middle. I just wanna, I just have a bookmark for the Q&A section because I do not want to put the book back on the bookshelf because then I won't read that part, but I do want to read it. So I read Song of Achilles. This is a book that I think for no matter how many times I read it, I will always read it with the audiobook because I really like the way the narrator reads for Achilles, and I don't know Greek mythology names. So if it was up to me, I'd be saying some goofy-eye names, some goofy-eye pronunciations. So I love this book. I cannot say enough good things about it. I know people say Circe's better, which in my head, I'm like, it doesn't get better than Song of Achilles. It can't. If you have anything bad to say about this book, comment it down below so I can block you. Yeah, I love this book. I love everything about it. There's not a thing I don't love about it. Except for the ending. All I hear are screams. I love this book so much. I love Patroclus. I love Achilles. I don't hate Odysseus as much as I did in the first one. And yeah, I think I'm kind of out of it. Not out of it now, but since we'll kind of get to it, but I was like super hyper fixated on everything. Like I said, I read this, I saw the Odyssey, I'm reading Red Rising, which kind of brings up Achilles and they'll kind of bring up Greek mythology sometimes and stuff like that. And then I went to go see Hadestown the musical, the pro shot. I went to go see that on Monday. Today's Wednesday. Technically Thursday, but we're gonna pretend. But yeah, I have no bad things to say about this book. It is so beautifully written. I am one of those people that writing goes 2 ways for me. I can read it. I have a hard time reading it. And I don't know if that's sometimes because of the writing or because of the story. Like Red Rising, not the beginning. Sometimes it's like hard for me to read. I'll be like, there's a lot going on. Give me a second. Or even with the fourth Hunger Games, Songbirds of Snakes, it's like, I don't know if it's because I'm reading through Snow's perspective and I don't care that sometimes I'm like, or am I like, or are you just, you wrote it in a way where for smart people. Same way with The Great Gatsby. I'm like, I don't know if it's the plot that's not entertaining me or the writing being maybe at a higher skill level, because I probably read at like a middle school reading level. That's why I'm like low-key afraid of classics and stuff like that, but I'm trying to work my way there. But yeah, this book, I just wrote the page, I'm gonna freak out. This book's writing is just so beautiful. Everything about this book is so good. You guys will probably see this in our end of the year biggest greatest cries tier list. It was gonna hurt so bad. This book's writing is just so beautiful. Everything about this book is so good. Yeah, I love this book. It's everything to me. I've reread, this is my second time reading it, and I think I read like the first chapter or two without the audiobook, and then I was like, no, I don't know how to explain it, but the audiobook just hits different. I really, really love it. It is everything to me. So I should not kiss that. This has been everywhere. Yeah, that was about a week ago. And then I read volume 19 of The Promised Neverland. This is the second to last book, and I'm genuinely terrified to finish it. Well, I finished it. But I now have the 20th volume, which I think I either will finish Golden Sun tomorrow, or I'll read the 20th volume and just finish it off. I'm quite not nervous. I know how it ends, but I'm excited. I'm excited to put that series to an end, and I think I'll probably finish. I'll probably reread Ao Haru Ride, Blue Spring Ride, that manga, because I rewatched the anime and I was kind of like, boom, 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 give me 100 more. So yeah, that is all I have read this whole time. I have 100 pages left of Golden Sun, which is the second in the Red Rising trilogy. I thought I was gonna have to read 7 Red Rising books, which really overwhelmed me, but apparently it's just a trilogy, and then the other books are from other characters' perspectives. I don't read the back of books, so we'll kind of see. But yeah, I'm currently reading the second Red Rising. I have 100 pages left. Say that one more time. I'm kidding. Yeah, I got 100 pages left. And I'm enjoying it. The beginning, I was kind of like, whoa, I thought we were going to pick back up. We did not. Spoiler warning, we had a 2-year break. So yeah, I was kind of like, whoa, okay. And I'm trying to remember where the book starts. We go there, we go there. Just a lot of space war. And currently right now where I'm at, I'm like this. So yeah, I'm excited to finish the second book, because then I have the third book. Okay, from the first book, I would say my favorite characters were, I feel like it's very obvious what characters to like. Like, I'm not gonna say like Cassius. I liked Mustang. I love Severo. I actually love Severo. Severo, oh my god, I'm gonna try not to cry. Severo is probably one of my favorite characters, if not my favorite. I really, really like him. Darrow is fun. Mustang's great because she's Mustang. She's everything. Severo's great. I like Roke a lot too. I think when I finished the first book, I was like, Roke, yay! Okay, actually, I'm gonna give slight spoilers for the first Red Rising. So skip to this time. No, I don't know how to do that. I'm sorry. Okay, skip to this timestamp if you don't want to get spoilers for the first Red Rising book. When, I'll be vague though. At the end of the first Red Rising book, when Roke is like alive, I was like, yes, because like the second he showed up and they were like, he's a poet, I'm like, oh, I think I love this guy. I think I F with him. So yeah, at the end of the first Red Rising book, that's how I felt. I loved Rogue, I loved Mustang, I loved Severo, I liked Darrow. That's where we're at. Of course, Son of Ares people, Dancer. I really liked Mickey, actually, the guy who did all the work on him. Is it called carving? Yeah. And Pax. I loved Pax. He was so cutie. I loved him. I'm trying to think of other people that died, which is like everybody. But yeah, Cassius, F that guy. But yeah, that's how I felt at the end of the first Red Rising book. This book, where I'm at right now. I don't want to say I don't F with Rogue because we're supposed to come back from that friendship, but right now it's just iffy. So I'm iffy, but I like Rogue. But don't let that bite me in the butt. Mustang, great, love her. She's cool. Severo, that is my dude. That is my dude. I love Severo. If I come back to this video and I don't love Severo or something happens, you won't. Explosion. That's it. That's it. Just an explosion. Who else? The Jackal has been interesting. I'm trying to get like a read on him, but every single time I think I do, I don't. Oh. Should I say spoilers for the second Red Rising book? Okay, spoilers for the second Red Rising book. Just cut to that timestamp that was on the screen earlier if I did that. If I didn't, I'm sorry, bro. But yeah, I like Severo a lot. And ooh, Orion has been really cool. Like whenever they show up, I'm like, ooh, I want more of Orion. Severo, like I was saying, Severo knows, like we're finally getting to the point in the series where people are gonna have to start finding out, because since it is a fantasy series, I feel like I can kind of see where it's going, which I don't want to say disappoints me, but I don't know if these are things I'm predicting that are just basic and obvious in any story, or if they're just predictable. But like right off the bat when this book started, I was like, okay, like the Sons of Ares are probably gonna start doing some crazy stuff and they're gonna be evil and we're gonna have to deal with that. And then that happened. But then Loki went back on it and Harmony's just fucking crazy. The fuck. But yeah, I kind of like saw that coming, but it was cool that Dancer wasn't actually dead. Love that guy. Severo finding out, that was another part where I was like, okay, like somebody's gonna have to find out soon. Like we're not ending this series and it's just at the end that he's like, by the way, I'm a red. No, like somebody needs to know. And I love that Severo is the first person to find out. And I like that I really love the reveal moment too, where he's kind of like, lie to me one more time and I'm out. And then he's like, Aries, and he's like, so I really like that. I have a lot to say about the series, but I think I'll maybe make a Red Rising clip. I'll probably talk about the book once I finish it. But when then he told Ragnar, is that his name? I'm pretty sure, the stained obsidian. And he's him finding out like really made me be like, everything is starting. Like we have people on our team that are not golds. Like we are building something. I'm there. I am there. I am Darrow. But yeah, it's been really interesting, really fun. The war just started. So I think that's the end of the spoiler era though. Okay, what is up guys? If you're back from the spoiler warning, if you're not, you've been here the whole time and this is awkward. But yeah, that is all I have read. I am 57, about to be 58 books through with this year so far. I think I need to keep reading manga to stay on my goal, but I feel like having like 20 out of the 100 books for this year being manga is not bad. 80 books a year is still pretty crazy. So yeah, I really hope I finish this goal. I hope I make it. I hope I do it. Keep cheering me on in the comments, guys. Nobody's sure. But yeah, I'm really excited and I'm really happy, and I'm gonna go to bed now because it is 2 in the morning. But I'm really happy I filmed this video. And yeah, I think I have more to say actually. Give me a sec. Okay, as for books that I'm going to be reading, oh my gosh, yeah. Okay, so the next What Have I Read will start with Golden Sun, which is pretty crazy. We'll start with Golden Sun from the Red Rising series. I'll probably be done with the Red Rising series by then because I do have the next video will start with Golden Sun, and hopefully I will have finished the Red Rising trilogy by then. As for, I really hope Cersei has to be in the next one. After Golden Sun, I think I might read A Midsummer Night's Dream. I'll probably finish The Promised Neverland. I want to read Cersei. Ooh, from the library. I'm gonna show you the library books I have. Alrighty, these are not all library books, but these are all books that should be in the next video because just had the biggest freaking book on the planet drop on my laptop. Alrighty. Morning Star. I thought this was called Iron something. Alright, Morning Star. Oh my gosh. Okay, this book I got from TJ Maxx, so that is the last one in the Red Rising trilogy, so this should be there. My sister's copy of Redeeming 6, which I'll probably read if I give it a chance. Unravel Me, we'll see. Then as for library books, after reading Beach Read, I was like, I need to get back into fantasy. Maybe I got too much into contemporary that I was like, I need a break. So I've had these library books for maybe like 2-3 weeks. They're not due yet, but yeah, I've had them for a bit and I need to. Am I stupid? I've had them for a bit and I'll probably read them as like a nice little break. I hope these are good. I really do. I think I'll like them. But I also have, I read 6 of Crows and I really want to watch the show on Netflix, but I need to read Shadow and Bone for that. So I have Shadow and Bone. I think after I finish Red Rising, I'll read Shadow and Bone. Maybe. Either before or after. I mean, I'm going to read Shadow and Bone, but I don't know. And then this is another book, Legendborn. I got this book recommended to me. I think I searched up like books about King Arthur. I don't even know if it has anything to do with this book, but that's where we're at. We have these 4 library books and I'm finishing Golden Sun. We're gonna read Morning Star. And as for Redeeming 6, I'm fine. I'm gonna be happy to be closing the Joey Aoife story. So, because then I'll have Taming 7 and Releasing 10. But yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm excited. I am nervous for the end of Red Rising because people who have been dying have been like nobody in my head. And I'm scared for when they become somebody I care about. Like, I was genuinely like, this book can't end and this person die, right? Right? So I'm kind of scared. I love Severo. Okay, sorry. He's like a murderer. They're all murderers. Be so real. But yeah, that's where I'm at. That's where my reading journey will take me. Hopefully I read some good stuff. And yeah, done with school, so I have the next 3 weeks to just read and vibe. Good night, everybody. Thank you for watching. If you did, if you didn't, then you're not here. And comment down below how many dids, cause comment down below how much did would a woodchuck saw if a woodchuck could suck did. Okay, thank you. All I hear is scream every time I dare.